Listen, we are back. Make sure you like this video as you are coming in. Make sure you like it. Thank you. What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New. And honey, I am back in the building. Listen. Okay, so today we are going to talk about the real reason Martell Holt was never fired from Love and Marriage Huntsville. This is the real reason why Carlos King kept Martell Holt on Love and Marriage Huntsville. And, you know, it's the typical things with him being a narcissist. Narcissists are, you know, a lot of times they're good looking. Hook-headed don't look that good to me, but I've heard others, you know, say that he looked good. He looked like Donatello, okay, from Ninja Turtles to Miss Robinson. They're charismatic. Narcissists love exposing people. They love keeping a lot of shit going on. They love it. A lot of drama, a lot of chaos, a lot of confusion. Okay, and that, unfortunately, that makes, hear me out. Okay, because I know I could feel some of y'all rolling your eyes and sucking your teeth. But that makes for a very good reality star. Okay? And then he's very good at playing the victim after, you know, you get a hold of his games and his lies. Okay, and he's very obsessive. That's a narcissistic trait. Even when a relationship or a marriage is over, he's very obsessive. Can't keep the person's name up out their mouth. Okay, up out his mouth. In particular, he triangulates. We saw him do that with Melody by being married to Melody, but then acting like his new girlfriend is superior to Melody. That's your wife. Where the respect at? Okay, where is the respect? Where is the love? Where is the love? Okay, I keep on watching this damn show and I don't see no damn love. Y'all need to leave these toxic marriages. It's not worth it. Okay? Where is the love? Okay? Where is it? It damn sure ain't no love in Marriage Huntsville. Ain't no damn love, honey. How about Marriage Huntsville, Carlos? There you go, baby. There you go, because they no damn love. They all in these burning houses, and they thought that Melody was by herself. That is the real. Okay, that's the real joke. That's the real gag of it all, honey. They thought it was just Melody, but these niggas showed up and showed out. And they said, girl, gal, you not by yourself. We awesome, ain't shit niggas too. Absolutely. The hood boys, and they are no good and have no substance.
Shut up. Okay, because my boy is leading the pack. I know he an ain't shit man, but at the end of the day, he my boy, okay?
Y'all can see Miss Marlene right now, honey. I think I heard a little bit of Sheriff too, honey. The Sheriff is coming back, honey. Yes. But, yeah, that's why Carlos has kept this man on this show. Because it's like, shouldn't he have been fired at least after the revenge P? Okay, then the nigga is so bossy and controlling. Those are other narcissistic traits. He didn't want his children to be on the show trying to act as if he's protecting them. Meanwhile, giving them a new baby brother that's not from their mother, but from some other bitch, ugly bitch at that. I mean, I'm just telling y'all the facts. But I just often wonder why he wasn't fired, but he's a hellraiser. He keeps things going. Now he has exposed and exploited Marceau and Maurice, we really are able to see them for who they are. Now, they want to blame it on Martell, but no, honey. The truth is the truth, and the truth needs no proof. How you doing? Y'all get to speaking for y'all selves, and we could see the toxicity. We could see y'all don't give a damn about y'all wives, okay? So, child, it is a mess. So, let's see what the people think about this. About why Martell was never, fired from the show, and he's just toxic. And unfortunately, we live in a world where, toxicity drives ratings. Okay? So one person says, Martell should have been fired. He has showed us he is the kind of man that we don't need in our lives. I know that's right, baby. I know I don't need no hateful, evil spirit. Y'all know these bitches is evil and mean, but what about these niggas that act like bitches, honey? Ugh. Okay. Martell is a mean girl. Yes, he is. He has the energy. All of those guys, they got it too. They mean girls too in their marriages. Mean girl, just nasty. They're supposed to protect you, provide for you. Okay? And honey, they don't do any of those things. Okay? That's why they will never get the Man of the Year award from me, honey. Okay? Another person says, Martell wanted to control Mel's life. He masked it by the love, in quotation marks, for his children. Another person says, Martell has also proven that he definitely has some type of mental illness. We will say allegedly. Another reason why Martell was never fired, because even after they divorced, Martell never thought Mel would actually leave him. That's why he kept cheating in the first place. I agree with that. Yeah. But yeah, this man, he should have been fired, but he kept being rewarded for his bad behavior. And then, the narcissist did a old chef's kiss. I'm talking about Martell hook-headed hold, honey. Okay? He aligned himself with one of Carlos's favorites, Sheree Whitfield. Y'all know Carlos and Sheree, they go way back from Real Housewives of Atlanta. And Martell got his ass on Real Housewives of Atlanta back when, in the Titanic days, honey. Okay? And he got his ass up over there. He was able to come up off of Sheree, as if Sheree didn't see how he treated Melody. I think that was all the intriguing for Carlos. Like, wow, you did all of that to your ex-wife and got this Ooga pregnant, and then you still don't want the Ooga. You go date a Real Housewife of Atlanta? You go date a Sheree Whitfield? My homegirl? Ooh, child, look, me turning into Phaedra, honey. Ooh, let me get a boy a raise, honey. Let's get you a little 50-cent raise. A little 75-cent your way. He has the element of surprise. Okay, you just never know what he's gonna do next, right? Martell is like a box of chocolates, okay? Forrest Gump, honey. You never know what you're gonna get. You never know. Another person says Martell is just irritating, deflective, deceitful, arrogant, and distrustful. Yeah, he's all the things, honey, but unfortunately, that makes for a very good reality star. That's a villain, of course, right? A villain. Another person says this man has no remorse, no shame, no accountability. Karma needs to meet him unexpectedly. Oh, it's waiting on his ass. It'll be waiting on his monkey ass. Okay? Because you never win when you play dirty, honey. Okay? So, yeah. Another person says Martell is a despicable human being, constantly attacking Melody's character. Yeah, he used to attack her character. I think that helped him too. I mean, it's unfortunate, but I think that was appealing to some people. Like, dang, he's so hurt and upset that he ruined his marriage. And I'm like, if he was so hurt and upset, he would have stopped cheating. That's the reason for the damn divorce. He couldn't stop cheating. Okay. Martell has a false sense of self-worth. Yeah, he's delusional. And unfortunately, that makes for a great reality star. Unfortunately. Okay. If you are just now coming in, we are talking about the reasons why Martell Hook-Headed Holt was never fired by Carlos King. And he should have been one of the first to go, but instead, he was rewarded for his bad behavior. Okay? And then it's something very, what is the word? It's like misogynistic at best, right? It's like he's rewarded for being a fuck nigga to his ex-wife. And he's a man and, he just couldn't help himself. I've heard other men say this stupid shit when it comes to men cheating. Oh, all men cheat. Y'all get used to it. And, yeah. And I think, you blend that in there too. It's all about like catering to a misogynistic man's ego. That's what it is. Him keeping his job, honey, down to the Love and Marriage Huntsville. Okay? And then, like I told y'all, the fact that he got the side chick pregnant and went on to date other women. Belinda, Sheree. It was some other woman they caught him with. I don't know the heifer name. Put it in the comments. But it was some other little heifer they had caught him around town with. It was somebody other than Ariane. This is after she got pregnant and had that baby. And it's like, wow, what is he going to do next? Who's he going to date next? Okay. Oh, and the way he aired out those Scott men and, did that little interview with Ariane and, allegedly the Scotts had, ran a little train on the girl and yeah. The fact that he came out with something so shocking and explosive, stuff like that'll help keep your job. Unfortunately, that will. But like I said, I'm not on the Scott side because they have set their ass, and I mean all of them including they women, set their ass on the sidelines and was trying to live vicariously through the Holt. So I was kind of here for Martell airing their ass out. But that's another reason, honey, why he kept his good job. Okay? Okay, so let's shake a bone and get the hell on. Let's talk about Real Housewives of Potomac Season 10, Episode 16, Driving on Empty. Angel, my dear. Angel. I told y'all Angel wasn't about shit, but y'all was, oh, Miss Robinson, we feel so sorry for her. I don't. I told y'all she didn't mean these women anything good. If you are around somebody and something bad is always happening to you, I want you to look at that. Okay, I want you to get on the good foot. Get on the good foot. Okay? Listen, I told y'all may not like Giselle, but you got to put that to a side. Okay? They should have just stayed brunching in the Four Seasons. They should have stayed in their room. Honey, I wouldn't have came out my hotel room. Okay? Unless I was going to Giselle's suite. They messed up. They fucked around and found out the hard way. You don't give people like Angel 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6 times to play in your face. Angel behaved like an unhinged baby daddy that don't want to pay child support, that don't want to spend time with the kids, that's trying to get out of stuff, trying to get out of accountability, didn't want to cry, want you to feel sorry for her. Like, child, where they do that at? Elysium. Okay, I can't believe they allowed this bitch to play in their face. Ooh, it's funny, but it's not funny. Listen, she wouldn't play with me no more. Miss Piggy wouldn't. Yes, I called her Miss Piggy, goddammit. Okay, I said it. Kind of look like Miss Piggy. She's an attractive girl. Angel's not ugly at all, right? But she do kind of look like Miss Piggy in the face, especially after this damn trip. Like, Angel, here, let me reiterate for you all really quickly why all of this is Angel's fault, and I'm not buying this shit with production. Because you have shaded the ladies, right? You wanted to punish Giselle and Ashley. You did that with the room. Okay. The fact that you have a house and it's so far away from your home, then all the women can't stay in your home. It was giving segregation. It took us back to slavery. Honey, it was the brown paper bag test all over again. It was busing, okay? They were bused to your house and then bused to that ghetto ass hood booger ass house that they was in. Honey, no water. You need water to shave, to shit. You know, like, you need water to drink, to, like, rinse your mouth out. You brushing your teeth. Like, water is an essential, Angel. Oh, I'm just so sorry, bitch. You're not sorry, but you about to be. That's what I would have told her. She would have got it. Y'all think Giselle cussed her out. Oh, that ain't shit. I was clapping for Giselle. You would have thought my team won the goddamn Super Bowl. When Giselle cussed her she cussed her out again. Oh my God, here go Angel. Well, I do beat myself up. You beat yourself up and you keep fucking up. Like, how the fuck you get lost with directions? Don't you have a tourist company? Okay, don't you have a company where you show people different places in Colorado? How the hell is you getting lost? She talking about she must have misread the directions. No, they were there. Were you there? And Tia and Kay, they so patient with her. They get on my damn nerves. Tia don't need to come back. She don't bring nothing. But her accent, honey, I said it. It was so funny. It was so funny because Giselle was like, we're on the side of the road eating from a gas station, from a food truck. I don't do that. And honey, Wendy had her a little gas station margarita, honey. I said, not to drink it on the side of the road. And then here go Angel before all this happened. No, I planned this marvelous activity. Here go Angel. You know, like Giselle was trying to save you, bitch. She was actually trying to save you, but you wanted to compete with Giselle. And you wouldn't allow her to pull rank. And, you know, you felt one-upped, you know, by Giselle. But she was just trying to even out the trip because it was so fucked up. It was just so much chaos and confusion. And I told y'all, God is not the author of confusion. Angel is. And Angel, you lied to somebody. You lied to these women, because one minute you talking about, oh, it was a couple's trip, but the ladies, they don't have men. And see, once again, you taking a dig. You taking a dig, and I'm with Giselle. You over there with Bobby. When Giselle said, baby, I lost it when Giselle said, Bobby, do you got to talk to Bobby first? Well, no, girl, that is my man. Girl, shut up, Angel. She asked you the right question. I like how Giselle was fucking with her, because she was like, are you going to stay the night? That's right, you better ask. And you could tell, here go Angel. She was getting ready to lie because she started stuttering and shit. Girl, I need you to rehearse your answers if you go lie to us and play in our face, okay? But I love what Giselle said about Bobby. Yes, that is her husband, you guys, but she is very codependent on him. I think she lied to Bobby, lied to the girls, probably made Bobby think it was a couple's trip and, oh, I'll just kick it with them and, and then we'll have our time. Now, I'm pretty sure that's what she said. That way she could be allowed. Yes, I said allowed. Okay, shout out to Housewives of Atlanta. What did Portia tell the girls? Yes, my husband let me. Remember, Kenya was like, let me. Okay. And it turned out what? She was in a burning house, okay? Yes, let. And maybe if you would let your husband, remember, Portia was trying to gather the girls, honey, and was, my man, my man. We even saw it with Monique, honey, my man, my man, my man. They mad, they ain't got a man that's, that's as good as my man, honey. And in meantime, in between time, we done seen it on these shows. I don't know why y'all allowing Angel to keep playing in y'all face. But survey says homegirl did not have these ladies' best intentions because it's way too much shit went wrong. That's how I be knowing people don't like me when too much shit go wrong when they around me. I be like, Miss Robinson gotta protect herself, honey. Okay, gotta protect myself from these demons, honey, trying to get Miss Robinson caught up. But yeah, Angel is something very like Lifetime movie character, married but single mom. We didn't see it on these shows. Latifah, Kimmy, married, single moms. Okay, we didn't see it. Yeah. Monique is not too far off with what she is feeling and picking up from Angel. She comes from the world, you guys. Well, Monique, just because it didn't work out for her and just like you all, I want these women to be in beautiful, healthy marriages. Unfortunately, they get with these damn athletes that are demonic, that want to be catered to, and that are narcissistic and think everything is about them. And we've already seen some of that through Bobby. Shout out to Giselle. Through Bobby's behavior down to the Watch What Happens Live. He's all on his phone. He looks bored. He looks sleep. At least with Chris Samuels, he put up some type of united front before we found out he was crazy as hell. He would just say, yeah, I'm here to support my wife. He came to all the reunions. I mean, you got to give it to him. What if Bobby pulls a Juan Dixon? Then are y'all going to believe Bobby ain't no damn good? Are y'all going to believe it then? When a nigga don't show up, well, he just loves his wife, and where is the love? Okay, where is the damn love? She tortured the shit out of these women. She barbecued their ass. Okay, that man was cooking all that food just to find out the girls wasn't coming. Wendy, you ain't about shit for turning on Stacy in front of the girls. I didn't like that. You could have put her to a side. It's one thing for you to confront your friend and wanting to hold her accountable and responsible for her actions, for not attending Jazzy's wedding under the right pretenses. Like, she lied to Jazzy and you didn't like that, and Stacy only came. Why do you even care though? Like, why? You got bigger fish to fry, Wendy. That's why this looks so bad. And now you down to the Real Housewives of Potomac after show talking about, yeah, I was PMSing. Yeah, you better come up with a good excuse, something better than that. But you got bigger fish to fry. Okay, your ass is turning on Stacy. Stacy could easily turn on your ass. Then you ask to know what it feel like. But I feel like what Wendy did was so unnecessary. I don't like the way she did it. Keep your friend honest, but don't do that in front of Giselle and Ashley, who is just looking for a reason to hold Stacy to the fire because they are jealous of her, because they are upset that she's so unbothered by them trying to, sabotage people's perception of her. And so I didn't like that Wendy did that. It was just so uncouth. And I felt bad that Stacy walked off. She had nowhere to go, but I can, I felt like that before, like stuck in my surroundings, like we off on the side of the road. I feel betrayed by a friend. You're doing this in front of bitches that don't like me. They, like it kind of took everything back to what it was with the group against Stacy. I didn't like that. Don't do ghetto. Okay, I didn't like that, Wendy. I felt like, what was in the car should have stayed in the car. I would have told Giselle, mind your business. Mind your business. Because Giselle knows how to keep y'all from certain shit that she don't want to discuss no more. But y'all just, you just open up the floor for her. I did not like that. I didn't like how Giselle was trying to, because Stacy, you're a liar. And you started that shit up, Giselle. I didn't like it. Didn't like it from Ashley. I didn't like how Monique chimed in. It was a pile on. And I know y'all gonna say, yeah, but they did that to Angel. Angel started out this trip on the wrong foot. You gotta get on the good foot, okay? Da-da-da-da-da-da, get on the good foot, okay? I hear James in my ear, honey, okay? And Angel had malicious intentions from day one, all this separating and segregating the people and then bragging about your damn house just to never really let all the women see your house. You got them eating outside your house. It was just very shady. And then we then caught you doing a whole montage of saying, I want to get to know these ladies better. But when the opportunity presents itself, you are AWOL. They're having all these issues in the house. It's just, I don't know. It's just team too much. I just feel like Angel, I don't care what anybody says, she just did not have the right intentions towards these women. I think it just went too far. Like you shaded Giselle and Ashley. That's cool. But the way all of this panned out, they didn't go to fly fishing. You should have just let them rock on out at the damn Four Seasons. Just let them enjoy the rest of their time there. Y'all all bond. They didn't even stay there. Her, Tia, and Kay, they didn't even spend the night. So Angel lied to Giselle. And like I said, I'm glad that Giselle asked her that, because you could see her stumbling. Because she was getting ready to say, I need to talk to Bobby. Bobby! And then she gonna lie to Giselle. Oh, well, because Giselle was like, bitch, any other time, you gotta talk to Bobby about every little fucking thing. If you turn right, you turn left, you want to go to the bank, everything is Bobby. That's not good in a relationship. It's not. But that's her husband. Yeah, but you should have some type of independence and autonomy in your marriage. You should already knew your children's schedules and who was going to babysit them. Angel lied. I think she lied to Bobby. I think she lied to the girls. I think she lied to production. I do. That is what all of this is giving. It was one big ass tornado, one problem, one after the other. Let's see what some people think about this. One person says, Angel seems to be out of her depth. If she's not suffering from postpartum depression, she might be overwhelmed with her life in general. She never seems like she's truly happy on the show. No, she doesn't. Because she's lying to everybody. And I think, to be fair, like most people's first season is hard. Navigating the girls, being in front of the camera. It's a lot of pressure, right? So, yeah, I think she bit off more than what she could chew. She has a beautiful home. She does have a beautiful life, but the fact that so much went wrong, you guys, is like, it's very telling. It's, you lie to somebody, I'm still tripping about her telling them she doesn't like fish. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Seems so random and made me wonder if she's also socially awkward while trying to be the social coordinator for the trip. I wouldn't come back if I was her. she gonna have to get some thicker skin. I see another season for Angel. I do. Because if you really think about it, everybody is like, yeah, but we need Karen. And honestly, I ain't been thinking about no damn Karen. I haven't. And Karen is older. You know, she's a woman of a particular age. It's only so much Karen can give us, you guys. Karen got another season or of 1 or 2. And then Karen can go on about her business. She's older. You know, she just need to sit back and maybe go on the Ultimate Girls trips, but they don't need her for this show. I really like this group, and I think Jazzy should actually stay. At first, I was like, no, they could get rid of her. I mean, and they could split it up, like make certain people friends of the show, like Jazzy, she could be a friend to the show. Sharice could be a friend. You know, let all the stuff play out with Sharice and Monique and why they were into it. Like, let's have a real conversation. Let Robin come back for a few episodes. Okay? And no, Juan does not have to come to the reunion, honey. Juan don't want to come to the reunion, so we not gonna have him come. Because he ain't coming no damn way. Okay? So another person says Angel bit off more than she could chew. What did I just tell y'all? More than what she could chew for this Colorado trip. Her home is gorgeous, though. I told y'all. Another person says, as for the others, they don't know the meaning of friendship nor sisterhood. They backstab, lie, malign, and degrade each other. Especially Giselle and Ashley. But, yeah, they just should have stayed at the 4 seasons. I got nervous trusting Angel again. It too soon. I couldn't trust Angel. Not after all of that. The first half of the trip was a bit ghetto. I mean, she did put him on a private jet, honey. She did come through with a little bit of luxury, honey. Her house is nice, but they weren't invited in, at least not all of them. Like, it was so nasty. It was so rude. It was too much. And then she was talking shit to them, like bargaining her house. And, well, you need to explain yourself or you're not coming to my house. Now, at first, I was here for her, you know, kind of telling them that. But then after a while, bitch, fuck you and your house. Okay? No, nobody want to be up in there with you and Bobby. Giselle. I promise you guys, when Giselle said Bobby, when she kept saying that man's name like that, I was cracking up. So another person says it sounds like Wendy wanted to persuade Stacy to go to the wedding, not she went only because of Wendy and Ashley went. It's a difference. Yeah. I don't even know why do you even care, Wendy? Why? But she lied to Jazz. Who the fuck is Jazzy? Jazzy is over there. She done married somebody else, man, honey. Somebody else, baby daddy, honey. Okay, Jazzy is like acting delusional, child. Who the fuck is Jazzy where she need to be in a hurry to go to her damn wedding? When she shouldn't be getting married no way from what it sounds like. Okay, don't sound like she got with him under the right pretenses. Okay, it's weird. It's weird. And they've been waiting to like make Stacy this liar, and that's why I didn't like it, because it was like, okay, now because the show was getting stale with the whole Stacy is a liar. It was getting repetitive. It was getting redundant. And that's where Potomac goes wrong. They only give you one note. Okay? Bitch, where is the sopranos? I don't want just alto. I need my sopranos. Where the tenors at? Shit. Y'all get that shit together. Better put some water on that shit. Another person says Sharice latches on to every housewife so she could stay relevant towards the show. Yeah, because Jazzy had mentioned that she got Sharice's number, and we heard Stacy say Sharice tried to accuse her of flirting with a married man or trying to get his number. I'm sorry, Stacy, I do believe that. After I saw your behavior with Mauricio, it don't look too far-fetched, okay? It just don't. So, if you did it once, bitch, you'll do it again. I believe Sharice. I do. I don't believe people are just trying to make you look bad. It came out with the whole Mauricio. You didn't want to just hook Mauricio up with Ashley. You wanted him for yourself. It looked like you was ready to get that goddamn science project you with Timo or whatever his name is. You was ready to kick him to the curb, put him to a side, and enjoy Mauricio. And I like Mauricio's name, honey. It's cute. It's very lively. And Giselle wanted to fuck Mauricio. She came out and told us she wanted to do the horizontal polka with him. So, okay. So, Giselle trying to hold something, you trying to hold something, but you trying to act like you trying to help Ashley hold something. Yeah, girl. Girl. Another person, Ashley needs to go. Ashley ain't got no damn storyline. That's why her desperate ass is trying to bring up Sharice's son. Another person, Angel was rich enough to have a house assistant pack her and her guest bags. She also was rich enough to not do all that damn driving. Y'all saw that driving. Then she had to put the car in reverse. And it was just a mess. We saw Karen at the end in her braids. We gonna see her next week. Had them jailhouse braids in. Raven, she was on there, honey. She looked just like Karen. Another person, the trip to Colorado could have been more organized. They could have went to Aspen and done excursions around the area. I bet there's so much to do. I felt bad for Angel. Just shook my head and cringed. I felt bad for the girls, honey, okay? Another person says Stacy didn't think it was important to go to the wedding because we know that marriage isn't going to last. Yeah, hint. You see how she got with the man and she trying to act all delusional in these interviews. Well, he probably had knocked up somebody right before I was in the picture. And girl, shut up. Shut up. And I told y'all, I think that Jazzy suffers from, he's going to be different with me. And I'm the exception to the rule. And you know how we women get, honey. Yes, I'd have been there too, honey. You be thinking you special. And these niggas will show you. You ain't. But yeah, I knew Angel was lying when she told Giselle, yeah, I'm going to spend the night. She couldn't wait to get away from Giselle. And they spent the night at her house. And then tried to make it look like, yeah, but we didn't want to just pack and then drive all the way back. Well, bitch, that's what, you got to do what you got to do. You the one that set everything so far apart from each other, okay? So, child, this was a mess. Another person says, what's disappointing is that this is Angel's brand and it flopped. Yeah, it's bad. Who would support her after this? I believe she intentionally split up the housing arrangements as Get Back, and it backfired because it wasn't all the way thought out. Look, clearly. Okay? Oh, and Ashley talking to Chris. And asking him, did he sleep with Stacy? I thought that was weird. And I thought it was weird that Monique didn't know. But Ashley is a liar. She is. And Chris didn't say anything. And the ladies, they basically was like, well, if he wouldn't have did it, he would have just said no. But the fact that, he didn't really say anything. And see, I love that Monique isn't buying into that because, well, she kind of looked like she is. Because it looked like she now is believing Giselle and Ashley in terms of Stacy being a liar. Remember, she said she didn't sleep with Chris Samuel. She just knows him socially. And we know that Chris just trying to hold something, honey. Okay? Trying to hold something, and then he wants to be able to, if he is the way Monique says he is, he wants to triangulate her and make her jealous and make her think that he didn't fuck one of her co-stars. So I could see his ass doing that, okay? Remember, he said he want to turn into Hulk Hogan. Not Hulk Hogan, Bruce Jenner, and slapped the shit out of him. Shit. I knew he was crazy then, honey, okay? But yeah, Ashley is messy for that. Why you asking that man? That's their business, you know? But just, Ashley has to self-produce, and she has to try to produce some of the other girls because she know it's not looking good for her and her boring ass trailer park ass family. Okay, her mother over there taking care of a man, honey. It's a mess. As far as Ashley has came, and you still over there taking care of your damn partner, eating tuna fish sandwiches and shit on a daily, Sheila. It's a mess. Oh, and the ladies are still obsessing over who told Chris Samuels. Monique was talking about him. Was it Stacy? Was Cookie there? Because if Cookie was around, she did it. I think Cookie and Kierna, Kay has something to do with that. Kay probably told Cookie whatever, and then Cookie went and talked to Chris Samuels. I don't see Stacy doing that. That would be bad for Stacy, playing the game long term. But the truth will come out. It's going to come out at that reunion, hopefully. But y'all know that Cookie love her some Chris Samuels, honey, okay? And as far as Stacy goes, I don't believe she slept with Chris Samuels. I don't put it past her or anybody, but her track record on this show, it says she likes white men. She liked them men white. Okay? Okay, Ashley girl. I think you done met your match. Because Stacy over there with that science project, Timo. But I think she wanted some of Mauricio. That's who she want to hold something from her. But yeah, she want Mauricio, honey, to bag her up, honey, like she's some groceries, child. I don't see her wanting Chris's bucket of chicken eating that. I mean, I'm just saying, listen, we didn't have chicken. We had shrimp and what they said on Housewives of Atlanta. We had steak and shrimp and it's a mess. Shout out to the housewives. I've seen pictures of Nene, Sheree, Kim, Lisa Wu Hartwell, or just Lisa Wu. I think she done with Ed. Those are my girls. Those are the original girls from Housewives of Atlanta that turned that show out. So I'm so happy they are reunited and it feels so good. Reunited because they understood. Okay? So, yes, honey. I was happy to see that. And why was Wendy rubbing all on Stacey's ass? Ain't nothing back there. And here go Giselle. I thought it was funny when she was taking Wendy's hand, hitting Stacey's ass. That was funny. Oh, they said, I thought that last week was the season finale. But I guess it is. Are we going to see that one part with Wendy and Eddie? Hopefully we see some of that next week. But they mentioned that 3 months after the Colorado trip, Wendy and Eddie were arrested for fraud. They are facing felony charges, and if convicted, up to 15 years. That's a long ass time, goddammit. You better not be guilty, Wendy. And I cringe, honey, every time Wendy talked about money and talked about all these brand names, child. I was like, ooh, don't say too much, child. Don't say too much. They said Giselle lost the fight with her father's estate. That's bad. Did he change his damn will? Because it looked like Giselle and them girls would get it, right? What else? Oh, Tia, you shut your ass up. Everybody knows that, you could plan something. And girl, you wasn't on the receiving end of the abuse from Angel on this trip. So, girl, shut up. Okay? You was allowed to stay in the house and not work in the fields, honey. Okay? Oh, they say that Kay and Greg are better than ever. Didn't we hear that from Ashley? Okay, every time Michael was exposed for allegedly cheating on her, they was better than ever. Kay, you need to get rid of Greg. You are beautiful, and to me, he gives hot and cold, wishy-washy. He doesn't know what to do with you. So, yeah, it's going to be on you to walk away. Okay, and stop going to the damn jury shop and y'all ain't picking out no jury. What we doing? Why we playing? Okay, it ain't tricking if you got it. Okay, and who paid for the damn condo? Because I keep hearing different stories when it comes to that. So Angel and Bobby are still living in Colorado, but they have now purchased a $2 million home in Potomac. So good for them, honey. Child, and next week, honey, we go see Karen telling Andy that she a drunk. Drunk as a skunk, honey, okay? Miss, yeah, I will be. I will be found not guilty. Girl, you was showing your ass, Karen. Karen ain't nothing but a damn lush. Ain't nothing but a lie. A lie don't care who tell it, child. But don't put Karen back on here doing all that damn lying. I know they about to get Karen ass next season. They gonna be bringing up all, how she don't need to be drinking with the girls. And, they gonna be making fun of her. Tia and her sister continue to rebuild their relationship. Oh, her kids can't throw any part. Like, Tia can go. She's not really bringing nothing. So, I would rather they keep Angel. Kay got another season. Allow Jazzy to be a friend. Play off of the whole Charisse thing and her son. Y'all can use that for the first arc of the show. Okay, I'm telling y'all how to do it. Okay? Bring Angel back. Don't let her ass plan no more trips. Oh, okay. Ciao. I told y'all, I could feel she got some Lifetime movie character energy, honey. I was like, yeah. Way she kept flipping on the ladies. Well, you're not going to come to my home. You're not gonna, oh yeah, you're talking shit. You're not gonna be able to look at my home. Like, she really meant that shit, huh? Angel wasn't playing with you heifers. Shit. Oh, they said Karen and Wendy got into it on the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion. Oh, that's gonna be good. So we'll see, honey. We shall see. I like this season. This season was pretty good. It was pretty good. Interesting. Entertaining. I laughed. Child, but it was a mess.